Welcome to my channel. In this video we will be discussing about the psychological impact of sexual assault. Sexual assault is a traumatic event that can leave physical, emotional, and psychological scars on survivors. While physical injuries may heal with time and treatment, the emotional and psychological wounds of sexual assault can linger for years, impacting every aspect of a survivor's life. In this video, we will explore the psychological impact of sexual assault, including common symptoms and coping mechanisms, as well as resources available to survivors. Sexual assault is any unwanted sexual contact or activity that occurs without consent. This can include rape, molestation, sexual harassment, and other forms of non-consensual sexual activity. Sexual assault can happen to anyone regardless of age, gender, sexual orientation, or race. Sexual assault can have a profound impact on a survivor's mental health and well-being. The psychological effects of sexual assault can vary widely, depending on factors such as the survivor's age, gender, and the nature of the assault. However, there are some common psychological symptoms experienced by survivors. PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health disorder that can develop after a person experiences or witnesses a traumatic event, such as sexual assault. Symptoms of PTSD can include flashbacks, nightmares, intrusive thoughts, and avoidance behaviors. Survivors of sexual assault may also experience hyperarousal, which can cause feelings of anxiety, panic, and hypervigilance. Depression and anxiety are common psychological symptoms experienced by survivors of sexual assault. Survivors may feel overwhelmed, helpless, and hopeless, leading to feelings of sadness, worthlessness, and low self-esteem. Anxiety symptoms can include constant worry, fear, and nervousness, which can impact a survivor's ability to function in their daily life. Survivors of sexual assault may turn to drugs or alcohol as a coping mechanism to deal with the emotional pain and trauma. Substance abuse can lead to addiction, which can further exacerbate psychological symptoms and make it harder for survivors to heal. Survivors of sexual assault may experience intense feelings of shame, guilt, and self-blame. These feelings can lead to self-harm behaviors such as cutting, burning, or other forms of self-injury. Survivors may also experience suicidal thoughts, which can be a result of feeling overwhelmed by the trauma and the emotional pain that accompanies it. Survivors of sexual assault may struggle with trust and intimacy in their relationships. They may have difficulty forming close relationships, fear intimacy, and struggle with communication. This can lead to social isolation, making it harder for survivors to heal and recover. Survivors of sexual assault may employ a variety of coping mechanisms to deal with the emotional and psychological effects of the trauma. We shall now discuss some common coping mechanisms. Therapy can be an effective way for survivors of sexual assault to address the emotional and psychological impact of the trauma. Therapists can help survivors work through their feelings, develop coping strategies, and create a plan for healing and recovery. Support groups can be a valuable resource for survivors of sexual assault. Survivors can connect with others who have had similar experiences, share their stories, and find support and understanding. Self-care practices such as exercise, meditation, and relaxation techniques can help survivors manage stress, anxiety, and depression. Taking care of oneself physically, mentally, and emotionally can also help survivors feel empowered and in control. Some survivors may find strength in advocacy and activism. Working to raise awareness about sexual assault, participating in marches or protests, and volunteering for organizations that support survivors can provide a sense of purpose and help survivors feel like they are making a difference. Creative expression such as art, writing, or music can be a powerful tool for survivors to process and express their emotions. Creative expression can help survivors feel more in control of their thoughts and feelings and provide an outlet for their pain. Survivors of sexual assault can access a range of resources to help them cope with the emotional and psychological effects of the trauma. There are some resources available to survivors. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is available 24/7 to provide support and assistance to survivors of sexual assault. The hotline is staffed by trained advocates who can provide information, referrals, and crisis counseling. Survivors can seek counseling and therapy from licensed mental health professionals who specialize in trauma and sexual assault. Therapy can be accessed through community mental health clinics, private practices, and organizations that provide services to survivors. Survivors can connect with other survivors through local and online support groups. Support groups provide a safe space for survivors to share their experiences, find support, and develop coping strategies. Rape crisis centers provide a range of services to survivors of sexual assault, including counseling, support groups, legal advocacy, and referrals to other resources. Survivors may need legal assistance to obtain protective orders, seek justice, or address other legal issues related to the assault. Legal assistance can be obtained through organizations that specialize in providing legal services to survivors. Sexual assault is a traumatic event that can have a profound impact on a survivor's mental health and well-being. Survivors may experience a range of psychological symptoms such as PTSD, depression and anxiety, as well as self-harm behaviors, substance abuse, and relationship difficulties. However, there are resources available to help survivors cope with the emotional and psychological effects of the trauma, including therapy, support groups, self-care practices, advocacy, and creative expression. Survivors should know that they are not alone and that help is available to them. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share it. Subscribe to my channel for more content on relationships and family, social issues and empowerment, mental health and personal growth, YouTube growth tips, and a variety of other topics.